Hello mates, in this video I will explain a deep dive, or we will do a deep dive for XCUITests. The purpose of that, many video, whatever you can find on the YouTube, just check a couple of them. Let's say Eugen did some videos like 2, 3, 4 years ago. Prashant did some videos. Also, this lady did some videos, which mostly like hour or so with the presentation and slides, which I'm like really love the presentation. But I mean, let's be honest, easy to just show and repeat for someone 3 years ago, 3 years ago. So what's wrong with the XCUI test? What not so many people show it? Why it doesn't uh, work maybe for someone? Why so many questions, and why so many, let's say, free artists who build it whatever they want to? So the problem is XCUI test is not the just unit test or UI test or snapshot test or an accessibility test, or is it like visual testing, apply tools come up? We also can do it. So what kind of problems there? What kind of questions there? Actually, many other, but technically all video you can find, it's mostly about the things which were already described in that or another article. How to tap, how to record, like that's primitive things. So let's just dive deep a little bit more into how to build it, how to do it. I'm not sure how long that video is gonna be, but be sure I will add the time code so you can just jump back and forth. I have like small app. So I have like small app, and it has like the navigation tab bar with the couple things here and there. Also, it's ChatGPT here. Hey, hello. Which is really interesting for us. Also, it's gonna be one bug issue with navigation tab bar, which is also cool for testing. Has a Bible study. It has like the couple redirections to YouTube. It has a home page. On the home page, we have a couple also elements like the different cards. You can search for the passage. You can donate this, that, back and forth. Of course, it doesn't work right now. It's just the dummy stuff. But I mean, hey, congratulations. That's a nice animation. Thank you. And be close. Yep, cool. But so counter is something also like nice to play with, live streaming, also redirection to YouTube, and then what else? The profile. So in profile, really interesting one because it's just the couple fields here. But the thing is, you can really create the name, or you can even, no way, yeah, I did it. I also add the and sort of validation for email, so it's gonna be like the test whatever, but it should be at whatever.com. In that case, it works. Hey, we have picker, we have some address, we have some phone. You can save it, and you see how it looks like. It's saved. Cool. So plenty of the things to test, and let's dig in those things. So first of all, you see the project, right? Project open. Nice. I really like to keep the on the left side the Xcode, on the right side the simulator, whatever like better for you. But I mean that's something like really nice. So we need to add the target, and target gonna be UI test. Would be nice if we have the target. Yep, UI test bundle. Cool. In our case, it's going to be just uiTest, nothing special. Cool. So right away we have something. We don't need previous one. It was for, I believe, also for performance or something like that. So we don't need the performance one. Cool. I did a video how the setup works, how the teardown works, how the like whole framework works, all the main functions works. I will find that video and also add it to like below or on the top, or if I'm not like so master of the YouTube content, you will probably find it in the description. But setup will do the things each time before each test, which is cool. And teardown will do the things each time after the test, which is also cool. That thing we need on the top of the class. So let's say app, and then we can reuse it everywhere. In our case, setup with error. So yep, Yeah, it should be after. Continue after failures. Really interesting topic. I will probably discuss it later, but let me know in the comments if you're interested to hear about it, because technically what you can do, you can build specific method which will allows you to do soft or hard assertions. Soft assertions, it means it test will check if the element's there or not, but will not fail right away. So in case if you missed 7 elements, or like you missed 3 elements from 10, it means report will shows you that the 3 elements left, that you missed them, not just right away failed. Really easy to test like some things. Cool. So let me do just small things, something like static. That's usually right how we create any elements. Tab. Let me just run the test, put the breakpoint, and I will show you how it will goes. Cool. Yep. I need just to change the simulator. Yep. Started writing. Started going. Cool. And the breakpoint works. Cool. Why never use the recording? Because it's like so dummy. I don't know. It's so bad. I hope. So this is Xcode 15. I hope it will be removed for some time. I don't know, someday. But I mean, it's just so dummy. So what you can do, you can do a PO app. And what is it, PO app actually? Can I do PO for anything? What is really PO? So PO is a print object. Oh wow, cool. So what kind of object I can print? Any object you already created. So that variable, right? Constant. You can take a look. The type of XCUI application. I can print it. If I create the string and I initialize it already, string has a value, or like integer has a value, you can print it. So PO is for print object. And in that case, I want to print XCUI application to see whatever I can see. So it's specifically structured. Awesome. You get it right away. Let me close that. Cool. So you get it right away. You have a static text. Nice. Before we go further, let me show you the really cool thing, how you can also debug it. You can create app, how you can check if the element's really there when you initialize it, right? You can do like a static text. What else? You can do buttons, right? Buttons. What else? Images. Nice. You can do images. Whole plenty of the game. You also have a tab bar, which is cool. Tab bars. Really plenty of things. You can just print only tab bars. It shows you as just one element, and that specific element, as we know, contain bunch of the other elements. And by the way, you see right now we have that bug when we have to explore tabs, and this is the bug. But technically, we have one element and 4 more nested elements, which is really cool. So I believe I already covered most of the things in the previous video, if you already watched that or not. So let's dig a bit more. Right now, we'll not create a page object, but let's see where we're going with that actually. So it's going to be let. The point is, if we create something outside of the function, it's going to be lazy var. So if I will create it here, it's going to be lazy var title. Also, you can specify the type XCUI elements right here. In that case, it's going to be app, static text. What's going to be inside? Inside going to be the label. Nice. Sorry. Cool. But if we work, so what? By the way, what does for us lazy var? Lazy var is something like, it's something which will be initialized and stored in memory only when it will be called. So let's say let will be stored right away when the program starts running, but the lazy var will work only when somewhere you have to use the title variable. that case, it's a safer place in the memory, which is like really cool. But inside the method, it's fine. We also can do title. Just don't want to like mess up, like why we do this or why we do that, right? We can tab for a variable, but technically maybe let's keep it there. Just for our reminders, we will do like elements to just not mess up whatever we're doing there. Awesome. Then really interesting one. We already have a label, right? Label is good, but what happened if label was changed? Messed up, right? So in that case, we have to use accessibility identifier, which is built specifically for uiTest. Look at that, where we can find it. All right here, home view contain that. If we go back to our structure, we have foundation layer with a bunch of the nice stuff, and we have view layers, which is like pretty dummy because it's only views. No view models, no nothing. All logic, everything in a view. It's going to be easy for you to play with that. So we have a text. How we identifier? We do accessibility. Accessibility identifier, and we say in our case home view title. Cool. Even if the text will be changed, accessibility identifier will not be changed. So in that case, you're pretty much safe to use it. How to make it smarter and better, probably will create another video about that. Again, if that video will have enough views, or even if someone just asks like, hey, it would be nice to see that, I will provide it. So in our case, go back to so this is gonna be our identifier title, and let's do first really small thing. We do XCUITest, XCUI assertion. How they do it? Assertion. I will explain why I can really remember like how that used, because it's like really also like dummy thing. We will refactor that, but so far, let me try XCI. That's really dummy. Why I can't remember that? It's really bad one. XCT assert, right? Yes, XCT assert. Whew, got it. XCT assert. You do title. Wait for existence. 10 seconds. If it's not there, we say that element is not found. It's not found. Let's say like that. Okay, cool. That's good enough. Let's rerun it. Let's jump next. Boom, it's passed. Cool. PO app. What was changed? The really important thing. Now our element has identifier. Now it's a solid. Now it's a level. Now it's a fancy. Now it's a concrete. Call it whatever you need. Now it's dope. So that's the cool. I believe you got that idea. Then let's see next how we will assert it. Technically the same way, right? We can say wait for assertions, wait for assertions. We can put everywhere XCUI assert true. How good is it? It's really bad. In that case, we actually need extension. By the way, let me create extension right here to avoid complicated many files. So what we should do, I will do extension, and also in previous video, which I will post, I will explain why the extension is better than methods. Because you still have to use the methods, but extension is like really important. So extension for what? For XCUI element. Why? Because title type is XCUI element. And now when we create title, it has couple different things, right? So you do title. What title can do? You can exist. You can check like, is element hittable, selectable, enabled? Is it equal to something? Also, if you can tap on it, double to fingers with number of taps, number of touches, etc. So will be nice if we can do something like assert existence. My spell is not going great. By the way, don't forget to use spell check. Really important thing. Let me see. Spell. So you go to edit, format, spell and grammar, and enable that. Really important. Cool. Existence. Will be nice if you can use the assert existence, and also will be nice if I can say any timeout whenever I want to, right? It will be nice. Cool. Yes. So for that we do we create a method inside the extension, say function, and we know already how we're gonna call it. It's gonna be assert existence. We will pass timeout. It's gonna be time interval. Also, let's say by default 10 seconds. Why not? In that case, I don't need to provide each time parameter, because the 10 seconds is good enough. If I need like the last second, I can provide it, but 10 is fine. Up to you. If you're not sure what is it, please read about the methods, option parameters, etc. Option arguments, of course. All right. Then, really important thing. We just take that and we make it sort of generic. So technically, you say wait for existence for timeout, and then it's timeout. Element is not found with timeout with seconds. Awesome. That should be fine. But also, the thing is, not everyone really can follow the extension logic. In the previously, again, the Swift is not really entry level language to start to write something. So just remind yourself how that works. You just say self, which I also like. In that case, you say self, it means XCUI element. It means any XCUI element. And then you just say any XCUI element, wait for existence, blah, 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 blah. And you see, hey, you already have it. So you don't need to write, as we previously did, like really dummy stuff again and again and again and again. Now you can say assert existence, assert existence, assert existence, which is really cool. So let's pass the test. Let's run it one more time. See if that works. Oh my god, it's already 18 minutes, but I mean, many things to come. And we pass. Awesome. We found it, we pass. It already looks nice, it already works. Also, let me remove the parameter, the argument, just because we already provided. Cool. Next, let's follow the logic. What we're gonna test? Let's see that all elements exist, right? It's pretty like not so special, nothing really so special. So let's see if the all elements there without any even the interaction. So boys and girls, could you let me know how many elements you see? And you're like, all right, it's probably like one. What is it? It's like how many elements? It's a button, right? It's a button, Bible reading. It's an image, bookmark. Probably need to sort that. It's also static text, Bible reading. So it's a card with image and static. So it's a 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. So 12 elements plus title, 13 elements Plus, we have like some bug with navigation tab bar, probably like 3 or 4 more elements, so like 15, 16 elements, right? Cool. Let's create all of them and assert. Yeah, but not really. Why? That's the thing. Tab bar, we can create specific element which will work only for the tab bar. And also, as you can see, the structure of the cards is pretty much same. So technically, you have a button with image and static text again and again and again. In that case, you have a button with nested element, which means we can create our test element where we will pass as initializer only first identifier, and all other elements will be asserts there inside. In that case, if we split it this way, we have a title, we have 4 cards, and then we have a navigation bar. So we take out the navigation bar, title ready, ready, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements versus 12. How cleaner it can be if we're gonna do it this way. So let's play with that a little bit more. Again, I will create everything here on this file to just avoid complexity. And if again that video will take a lot of views or comments, we're gonna do it a bit proper, like proper way. So cool. Let's do public. Public. I can do it for sure. Public class. Let's call it card. Why not? Cool. We can pass. Yeah, let's pass. Why not? It's gonna be let also app. So it's gonna be XCUI application. XCUI application. And also let's do let. What is it? It's gonna be button, image, and static text, right? Couple elements. So it's gonna be button. Like the button. Okay, button should be fine. XCUI element. What else? We have image. So image element, and we also have text title. I guess XCUI element. Cool. So again, right now we're creating test component to use it and reuse it. Use it and reuse it. How good is it? Cool. Before I jump further there, how I will use it, let me explain to you what I'll try to do. Lazy var, let's say, what is it? It's a Bible reading, right? It says, so we go to Bible reading card. And then we use the type of the card. And then we say init. So we will initialize it somehow. And then we can use, so in that case right now, Bible reading card contain 3 elements. We can tap on it because it's a button. We can also assert that it has an image, it has a title. How good is it? Again, so Bible reading card, and we can do like the like any actions. Right now it's just the properties we shows here. So let's do init, and it says let's init everything, and we're like, nah, we will not. We don't really need it. So how are we gonna init it? Let's say we have base ID. Why not? And then also let's say we have app XCUI application. Also interesting thing, we can initialize app here. We can initialize app here as default, or we can pass it. Up to the project, up to you. Play around, see what's the difference. For now, I'll just leave it like that. Cool. So what happened? We have a button first, right? How to initialize button? But you probably already know it, right? You have button button. So it's going to be app button, and then it has that value. Should we add here accessibility identifier? 100%. Will I do it? Not really. You can do it by yourself. Just go and take a look. But I will show a really nice way how to debug and see if whatever I'm doing right now, it works. So, I'm sorry. I don't need to specify here the label. I will just say base ID. In that case, I need to pass that specific one. Cool. So what I will do for image is going to be app. No, it's going to be button because it's a nested element. Image, first element. So first image inside, that will be our guy. And title, the same thing. So button contain, static text. Static text, first match. Also first guy inside is our guy. I mean, it can be different complexity, but let's be realistic. Right now, we have card like that, so we build it specifically for that. Awesome. What kind of functions can be inside? Let's say it's going to be, again, assert existence. But what the different? Different is that assert existence. First of all, it will also contain timeout, because maybe I want to change something. But then it will work with the all elements, bottom, image, and title. Now I can access it because it was created before, and this is they all, you see, XCUI elements. Cool. Timeout. It's also can be like really tricky to play with timeout, and I will show you later how to do it better. Cool. But before that, let me see. Let's create actually one more element. It's gonna be tab, and you're like, why we need tab? We can just call something and get a tab. True. So in that case, we can say button tab, right? I mean, we can do that for sure. Maybe also it will be nice to do like the button assert existence first and then tab. Different opinion can be here, because why? Right now we can do assert existence, you see, and it will assert 3 elements right away. Also, we can do Bible reading card, and we can do the tab, which will assert existence and tab right away. Or we can call button and then tab. Up to you. Whatever you think is more fancy, whatever you think is more is better for you, I will just leave it like that right now. Awesome. Again, we create the card element, which containing app, just because we need the app to initialize the elements. And also we have 3 buttons, 3 elements inside. So through passing the base ID, we got all of them. So how it works? Why I like to write it this way? Because you said I have element, and you say what type? Is it string? Is it serial element? Is it I don't know, dictionary? You say it's a card, and then you just say init. So initialize that card, and it tells you what you need to initialize it. In our case, we need Bible reading. App. Cool. That's how you got it. Really cool thing. Let me show you. App, buttons, Bible reading. You can see if you can find the elements right away. Also, you can do exist right away in debugger. Does it exist? True. Awesome. You can do tap on it. Hey, it's tapping on it. You can also probably do PO app. Let me just try to guess. Back tap. Actually, I'm just guessing. Hey, it works. So you also in the debugger can do all these nice things with your code. So in that case, you probably got it. What are we gonna do? POApp. Let's just first call the test. Let's say, okay, it's gonna be test. It should be first for should be test, and then we say home tab elements existence home tab element existence. That's what we up. That's what we testing right now. Cool. Let's see how fast it's going to be to create all other elements. We need one. So this is second element. Third element. Fourth element, right? Again, it's going to be sort of the same. Just its profile. Profile card. It's going to be profile here. Then the nation. Go back. Oh, come on, go back. The nation, live stream. Boom. All right. So now you have title, you have couple elements. Again, this is really short way and clean code how to avoid create 12 elements. So instead we have only 4 of them. Awesome. Just move them a little bit lower. I don't have any tool to validate my intent, so we're good with that. And let's see, we need portfolio card, assert existence, donation card, assert existence, live stream card, assert existence. Nice, right? It's very fast and really easy. So let me close that and let me remove everything and let's see how it goes. Build failed because of what? Yeah, I see, because I'm not initialized the app. Yeah, app should be initialized. I don't need to. I don't need to pass it. My fault. I'm sorry. All right. Cool. Let's see. Great. 16 seconds. How good is it? It's bad. It's really bad. Why so long? Why it takes so much time? Can we improve that? Because let's again assume we run the tests. Let's say we assume that the title needs some time, or Bible reading card or any other card needs some time. But how the rendering works? Rendering works this way, at least here, right? So if title is appear, it means all other elements, specifically card, they also appear. In that case, we don't need extra time. So how we can improve? Can we do like the 1 second? But wait, inside the assert existence, we have wait for existence. And wait for existence work that way. When it find element right away, it can be the second. It start to assert it. It's not waiting like 9 extra seconds. But we don't need to wait for each of them because overall under the hood we have 13 elements. It's like 13 seconds to each, plus the for existence really nice and flexible thing, but it's waiting like really long time. It says like, oh, I see element. Yeah, it exists. Let me find out the next element. So you can see 60 seconds. Not a really cool one. How we can improve? So let me see. To improve that, we have exist function. But exist is really dummy. It can run like 100 like elements for just, I don't know, like 3 seconds. But if I have to wait, how we will figure out, do I need to wait or not? That's really like interesting one. So for that we will do condition statement. Let's call it is element static. So what I mean by the static element, I mean that it's not rendering, it's not dynamic. We don't need to wait for that. Element is there and we know for sure we take all responsibility for that. False. Cool. In that case, we will say if is element static, do this, and else do that. Element is not found. Cool. So let's go inside here and also edit here. Is element inside our class and also edit element static. It's gonna be bool. It's gonna be false. It's gonna be false. Cool. In that case, we don't even want to provide timeout for other elements. We assume that the first element can be provided, but the all other elements should appear. That's just because how the card works, right? So if the button is there, it means the image and the title should also be there. So we do is element static, is element static. That's how we want to handle it. This one also can be dynamic one. Cool. So let's improve it right away. So title, but we know that but this is for each card. Interesting. Really interesting. Actually, it makes sense also put it here as element static. Is element static. All right. What's going on if we pass the timeout and we pass the static? Technically, if we pass the timeout, that's fine. But if we pass the static, that's what happens. So timeout will just doesn't work for us in that case. Cool. So let's see. I can move the title on the bottom, right? The program will run from the top. So Bible reading card, profile, and nation live stream title. Cool. First element, let's see what it will do by default. By default, it will do this way. So first element's gonna be dynamic with the timeout, and all other elements gonna be yeah, that's the tricky one. Maybe we can do like this something different, but right now I can't really do that way for that element. So let's sacrifice a couple elements. What we can do, really sorry for that, but we will have to sacrifice some timing. So it means 1 second going to be here, 1 second going to be here, 1 second going to be here and here. So at least 4 dynamic seconds we will lose, but all other elements should work faster. And also title, let's mark it as the static element. So false. in that case, I need provided is let me start it true. Check it one more time. So what we do, we say it's true. We change flag from false to true. So let's run it and see what's gonna happen. All right, double time. It was 16 seconds. Now it's 7 and 8. We can play back and forth how to do it like better, how to do it more efficient. But right now we have really nice code, not so many things here. We have a test. Inside the test, we have like a couple things we do, and um, then we have like this some nice extension for that. It's clean and nice. So let's just do like small recap. We're using lazy var just for safety place in the memory. We also have to use accessibility identifier, and again, it should be enum case. If I will jump further, it should be enum case, but I will probably not doing that before I get like some confirmation that whatever I'm doing is important. Also, the tear down, we don't really need the tear down. It will do like automatically something to save our time. We don't really need to do anything. That's how the test looks like. Of course, it's going to be a bit different when you have a page objects, but right now that's how it looks like. Uh, Pretty solid one. Also, you don't need through. You don't throw nothing. So you didn't try do anything. So if you do like this, try whatever you need through, so you don't need it. Naming convention, how to initialize that. We create extension, which please use it. That's really important. That's work one. It's really cool. It can be like upgrade a little bit more, but that's like the core of that. And then we have a test component, which do for us bunch of the really cool things. Assert bunch of the elements, combine them together. Also, you can tap on it. Probably the last thing I want to show you is how to print more information, and that's like the really important one also. So let's do it here, where we have less conditional code, so it's a bit hard probably for you to see how it will works here, but let's do it here. It takes context, run activity, so you have to create some string. What do you do? In our case, you said that assert card existence. Also, you can provide any other dynamic information, what kind of card. So you can say the I don't know, button label, 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 what label as a string or nothing. That should work. Cool. And then you have a block which is closure. So everything should happen inside. You can just provide over hyphen and then put it in. So what it does, yeah, it will complain just because cast string to. Okay. If we don't need it, we don't need it. Cool. Let me show you what it do. Boom. So we come here right away. I do next step. And you see assert card existence Bible reading. You can do like that. So in that case, it will assert all of them. So in debugger, after you have really nice, really nice step, so you can find what do you do. So your step is assert card existence Bible reading, and then 3 assertions happens. Cool, cool. All right, let's close that. Boom. Probably last thing, let's just make sure we are good. So continue after failure is false. I changed the identifier, so somewhere here it should failed. Let's see. Boom, it failed. Boom, 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 it's failed, it's failed. What happened there? So home tab. Yep, it's right away showing you here that the profile is file to get match. Um, cool. So next, what if I will change continuous after for true? Again, this is about the flag for hard versus soft assertions. If you don't know what is it, use the Google and read. It's a really interesting topic, by the way. So let's see. Now the test should just go through everything. For that, let's just take a look if it will stop. No, it's not. Yeah, it means it should be set up a bit differently, a bit different way. Not like that, which is fine. I can also create the other video about it. Cool. So let's fix that. Let's run it again. See how long it takes. And 7 seconds. Boom. So that's it. All right, guys. As the recap, thank you so much. You learn how to build code smarter. You learn how to make it less complex, how to debug it better, how to build extensions when in lazyvar, how to build custom components. Uh, Everything, all information gonna be in description. Information for the video about the videos and information for the repo you can download. I hope you know how to clone video. If you're not, again, take a look at Google. It's gonna help you out. And I will post probably more video about the XCUI framework, just because right now we're in February 2024. Not so many work right now for the web, and web sort of deprecate or redundant stuff. I mean, it's still gonna be a lot, but follow with the Apple Swift XCUITests. It's like really mainstream right now. Probably similar as the Kotlin, but I'm not like really big fan of the Android family. And also iOS, more code here. Comments, likes, let me know if it's something you will be interesting to follow. Thank you so much and have a good day, night, morning.